From Wits and Weights, I'm Philip Pape, and this is Nutrition Science Daily, bringing you the latest in nutrition, fat loss, and health science, all in under 5 minutes. Now, we are wrapping up 2024. It is New Year's Eve, and this is the perfect time to reflect on the breakthroughs and trends that shaped health and nutrition science this year. Even though this podcast is barely a month old, we definitely want to talk about what has happened this year, from groundbreaking research to viral trends. All of these things tend to influence our view of the industry, potentially our diets, and also set the stage for the future of the overall wellness industry. Let's start with the microbiome, which remained a hot topic in 2024. I even had a couple guests on the Wits and Weights podcast to talk about gut health this year. New studies are revealing just how much our gut bacteria impact our health, from immunity to even mental well-being. And one interesting finding, really interesting, was that diverse, fiber-rich diets can improve gut diversity, which potentially reduce the risk of chronic diseases. And we talk about that all the time, having lots of fiber-containing foods and have a diversity of them. Foods like kimchi, kefir, even certain high-fiber snacks, and of course, fruits, vegetables, whole grains. All of these are gaining popularity as a result, and that's a good thing. It emphasizes the growing awareness of gut health, and if it's tied to more fiber, I think that's a good thing. Next up, we have personalized nutrition, which saw some big advancements this year thanks to technology. From wearable devices that track glucose levels to AI-driven meal planning apps, this year gave us a lot of tools that promise tailored dietary advice, but they do raise a bunch of questions. Not only are they accessible to everyone, will they remain tools for only certain types of people? Are they expensive? Whatever. But also, how accurate are they? How personalized are they? There's a big aspect of the human experience and coaching and the mental side of it that cannot be filled by AI. And I think the potential is pretty cool, but I think personalized nutrition from that perspective is just one small piece of the overall puzzle. So a lot more to come in that area. Then we have plant-based eating. I see more and more of this dominating conversations, especially with the lab-grown and alternative plant-based proteins, pea protein, mycoprotein based on fungus. All of these expanded their presence this year in the grocery store. Lab-grown chicken was approved in a few countries. You know, there's a lot to be talked about with sustainability, environmentalism, and all of that. And even there, I think there's a lot of debate. But taste, cost, nutritional completeness, all of these are going to be causing debates for years to come. I'm okay with more choice that people have, as long as you're making informed choices and it's what you want. Now, speaking of sustainability, I think 2024 is also the year where the impact of ultra-processed foods was talked about more. There was some research that showed the effect of ultra-processed foods on, for example, muscle quality, metabolic health. The term ultra-processed, I think, became more of a buzzword this year, believe it or not. And then that even sparks debates over, what do we mean by ultra-processed? Is all processing inherently bad or not? Now, we know on this podcast, no, not all processing is bad. There's different levels, and it depends on the context of your diet. But this is definitely getting more attention. And then finally, I think this year brought renewed attention to the role of dietary fats. Seed oils are constantly on social media, scrutiny from influencers. And then you have like butter and beef tallow, the traditional fats, getting popularity and sometimes pushed to an extreme. And I think the science remains clear. Moderation and balance between these fats, between omega-3s and omega-6s are going to take you very far. And if you do that, you don't have to stress over any of these specific fat sources. Yes, even seed oils. So as we move into next year, as we move into 2025, what does this mean? It means that nutrition science is always evolving, and the best approach is stay informed, remain flexible, keep listening to this podcast, focus on principles that stand the test of time, like eating whole nutrient-dense foods, balancing your calories and macros for your goals, finding sustainable habits that work for you so you can stick to it. That's it. Now, to close today and close the year, let's not forget the importance of reflecting on where we've been and celebrating those wins. What has worked for you? What challenges have you faced? What challenges do you continue to face that are roadblocks that you want to overcome? And then use those insights to set your goals for the year ahead. And think of process-based goals day to day, not big, giant end-of-year goals. What are you going to do every day with your diet, with your cooking at home, with your meals, with your tracking? Something that's easy and accessible that can become a consistent new routine for you. All right, if you enjoyed this look back at the year, follow Wits and Weights for deeper dives into all of these topics shaping health and nutrition science. In fact, right now we've got a series of episodes talking about setting up your 2025 physique development and fat loss and muscle gain plan. So go check it out for that. And then share these episodes with someone who's ready to start 2025 super strong. Tomorrow, we're going to tackle a common challenge tied to New Year's resolutions, and that is the yo-yo effect of dieting and why weight loss is often so hard to maintain. See you then.